Hey there friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a deep cleaning and organizing video. We have lots of cleaning and organizing motivation in here for you. And if you're new here, my name is Amanda and I am a busy hockey mom of 4 boys, and I love to share videos on homemaking and cleaning motivation. So if that's right up your alley, make sure you guys subscribe and hit that little notification bell so you guys don't miss any of my future videos, and that way you can be a part of my community and follow along with all my videos. So I wanted to start off with unboxing my new office chair. It is for Pacey's room and he is at school right now, so I really wanted to try to put this thing together as fast as I can so I can get that put away in his room for him. He had this like weird folding chair that was not comfortable at all for his desk, and he's been really wanting a nice chair for his room. This is like the Ferrari of office chairs. And even for gaming, if you have kids that game or anything like that, this chair is so beyond comfortable. It adjusts in every single way that you can think of. I literally couldn't stop smiling because I was like, oh my gosh, this thing is insane. There were things that were adjusting that I didn't even know about, like the arms, they could go out and in, the headrest. There's even a footrest that can tuck away underneath the seat. It quite literally adjusts to fit whatever way your body wants to go. And they actually call it like a 4D adjustable headrest, 6D adjustable armrest. And all of these moving parts on the chair, the adjustable parts, are what make it so special. And what I love about this chair that I've never seen before is the 3-zone floating wing lumbar support. It hugs you right around the waist and it just makes you feel nice and supported and comfortable. And the T-shaped support system is there to support your neck, waist, and shoulder. And Pacey's going to be so excited to see this because he has no idea that I got this and I'm putting it in his room. So I can't wait to see what his reaction is when he gets home. And he definitely won't let me film that, so you unfortunately will not get to see his reaction, but I know he's going to love it. But I am going to make sure that I link this down below for you guys because it is amazing. It is the Hobata E3 Ergonomic office chair. Alright guys, we are heading into the kitchen. My kitchen looks not too bad around the edges, but my dishes are like overflowing. Everything is like over the top, so I have to load the dishwasher, and then there's a lot of dishes I'm going to have to hand wash so I can try to get down on those dishes. I really would have liked to have the 2 dishwashers in here, but there really wasn't a good spot to put the second dishwasher because our sink is in the corner. So I just went with the one. I just thought we'll just have to really stay on top of rotating the dishes, but it's super hard with us just like constantly being on the go. We're making meals and we're having to like just leave it and run out the door. But we've been managing. The kids are getting a little bit older now, so I've been getting a little bit more help in the kitchen. Jeff is still insanely busy and is like rarely home between work and hockey. It is really hard for him to get anything done at home at this time. But this is the mess in here. Oh my gosh, it's like a lot of dishes to get through. And I bought a new little strainer. It's at the bottom of the sink, but it's actually too fine. Like it gets clogged way too easily. So that's why I've got water piling up at the bottom of the sink there. So we've got like cereal that needs to be dumped. We've got pots and pans. We've got leftover food. This is probably the nastiest I've ever shown you guys, but I just really wanted to show you my real life mess. My stovetop needs to be cleaned. That is pretty yucky right now too. So let's get to it and wash some dishes. If you guys have dishes to wash too, or any kind of other things to get done around the house, you can start cleaning with me or just watch and we can get you guys motivated to take care of some of your own messes at home. Okay guys, I'm making a lot of progress with the dishes, and now I'm just loading up the dishwasher. I'm really good at loading the dishwasher, like really strategically. It's like Jenga. I fit so much in there, but everything usually gets washed. Once in a while I'll get an item that didn't get hit by the spray jets and has a little bit of residue on it, but most of the time it all comes out nice and clean. So in this spray bottle, I have some bleach mixed with water and like a little bit of Lysol. It's a bit of a concoction of cleaning solution. I learned my lesson in one of my other videos. I think it was like maybe a year or two ago, where I mixed I know what it was. I think I mixed bleach into the toilet with some toilet bowl cleaner, and it like put out some toxic fumes. And I didn't really know before that, like you have to watch when you're mixing cleaning solutions because it can be dangerous and, you know, give off some pretty toxic chemicals and fumes. So I learned my lesson, but I know that Lysol and bleach mixed together doesn't give off fumes. So that's what was in that spray bottle. It really like sanitized the sink. It cleaned it really well. I know Lysol probably does the job by itself, but I kind of get sick of the Lysol smell. Bleach always smells clean to me. I know that's kind of like, I don't know, kind of weird, but the smell of bleach smells like it is clean. So I like to add just a little bit of bleach in there, and it just smells clean in here. I do try to open the windows when I'm using chemicals because I try to go all natural, but it just sometimes doesn't feel like it's doing the cleaning job. I don't know. And when I do a deep clean, I want to make sure everything is sanitized and cleaned. Just make sure that your area is really ventilated quite well. And having 4 boys, all of them are almost teenagers. My youngest is 11 and my oldest is 18 now. So it's literally like a frat house in here. I joke about it all the time. It's like, imagine having a frat house and there's just like dishes everywhere and stinky socks and smelly hockey equipment. It is just really crazy. So when I clean and when I do a deep clean, I want to make sure it is like powerful and everything is like sanitized and cleaned and wiped down and fresh smelling. So in my previous videos from a couple months ago, you guys saw that I did a lot of little seedling starters in my hydroponic gardens. So a lot of those plants have grown and it is time to transplant those outside. So I want to get all that stuff taken outside instead of here in the kitchen because now it's warm enough to be out there. So now that I've gotten a lot of the kitchen tidied up, I was working on other areas. But I think in this clip here, we had to skip forward a little bit. I must have gotten busy with taking the boys or picking them up from school or taking them to hockey. So sometimes like this is exactly what happens. I make a lot of progress in the kitchen and then we have to go backwards a little bit because the boys need to be fed and we have to go to sports or school or whatever. So that's what it looks like happened in this part of the video. We took a couple steps back. So we're working on cleaning the kitchen island, and then I will make sure that that gets wiped up again too. Alright, so this is actually what we had for supper on this evening. So I didn't have to cook a full dinner, but it was from the bake shop on Boundary. This is a local bakery, you guys, so if you are from my area, make sure you check them out. They make the most delicious pastries, and we even got pizza from them. We try to do it, I would say maybe like once a month we try to get the pizza. This is our 3rd time getting it, and the kids absolutely love it. It is so yummy. The pastries and the danishes are like out of this world. So, and if you're not local, try to find maybe like a local bakery that makes those kinds of pastries and things like that. They're just so yummy, especially when it's like locally made. It's so much more fresh. But here I just wanted to show you guys my little dollar store haul. I got some silicone bowl covers. I've got some body wash. I picked up a metal hair clip. Those metal hair clips hold way better than the plastic ones, so I'm obsessed with those. I got a hydrangea plant. I love hydrangeas, but they don't really survive very well in our area. I got a rock painting kit for the kids to keep them busy sometimes when they've got nothing to do. And yeah, just some random items that I picked up from the dollar store. And now I'm going to continue with washing dishes. So I can tell from this clip, it looks like this is probably the next day again. You guys, literally, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it takes me 2 days to get the kitchen, maybe even 3 days to get it perfectly clean, because I'll get to about like 90% clean where everything is almost done, and then I will have to like leave and we'll have to make dinner again or whatever. But that's just the way it is. Like, we're a busy family. It is so hard to have everything cleaned all the time. So if this is you, just don't stress yourself out about it. It's like almost impossible to have everything clean all the time. But here I just wanted to show you guys the silicone bowl covers. At first I was like having a hard time getting it over the bowl. So this is supposed to be in place of saran wrap. But once you kind of get the hang of it, it's easy to use. You really have to like stretch it around. I couldn't even get it on. I was like, what a waste of money this was. But the concept was really neat and I wanted to try it. I still haven't actually tried it with another bowl other than this small one, but I was able to get it to fit around this small bowl, and it was like airtight, so I thought that was pretty cool. So I think it will be a good buy, but I tried it again when it was wet and it just wouldn't stick to the bowl. So I'm sure I'll show you guys in one of my upcoming videos if it's working or not. But I'm just restocking the drink fridge. I was at the grocery store earlier and I came across this Sprite Chill. So what that is it's Sprite with a cherry, I think it's like cherry freeze or something like that. You guys, this is like one of my favorite sodas, and I don't really drink soda very often. I would say I have one every 2 to 4 weeks, maybe. So, but it's nice just to have it for a treat sometimes, especially if you're having like a pizza night or whatnot. So I wanted to pick up this Sprite Chill just to try it out. It is so refreshing because it's got that cherry freeze, so it's kind of got this like cooling effect. So if it's like a hot day and you have a like one of these sodas with a glass of ice, it is super refreshing. And then we love bubbly in our house. Any kind of sparkling waters we love. That's what we mostly drink in this house, and it's really good because it has no sugar. But we got I think this is a coconut pineapple flavor, which is out for the summer, so I picked up one of those. Another one I have in the fridge here, the green can, that one is a sparkling ginger ale. I really like that one too. It's just better than having ginger ale because you're cutting out all that sugar and all of the other whatever they put in those sodas. But like I said, I don't not drink sodas. It's just I really drink in moderation, not very often at all. Alright, so our recycling is kind of starting to overflow, so I'm just going to go ahead and empty out the recycling bin. Our city actually just came out with these gigantic bins that we put out at the side of the road. Before, it was always just putting out these plastic bags, which I think was like, it was just so ridiculous. I don't know why we do that here or why we did that. We haven't had our first recycling collection done with those containers. I think that's coming up next week, so I have to figure out exactly how they do it. I think those big containers come with 2 compartments, so I think one is like paper products and the other one will be everything else. So we have a large family. We go through a lot of recycling. Hopefully that big bin is going to be enough room for all of the recycling we have. Okay, so here I am just basically taking out my little watering system that I showed you guys a few videos ago. This is where I started to grow my lettuce. It is growing really well. It's time to take it outside. I had lettuce and peas. So I took that outside and now I'm just cleaning this. It's going to be nice to get the counters nice and clean because all of those plants were like taking over. It looked like I was in a greenhouse in here. It's somewhat nice, but I really like having my counters nice and free and clean and clutter free. So after I'm done this voiceover, actually, I'll be posting this video and then I'm heading out to the store. I think I'm going to in Canada it's HomeSense, in the US it's HomeGoods, very similar. So I'll be heading there. I'm going to look at some gardening stuff. I need to get some new biking shorts. Not for biking though. It's more for wearing around the house with a nice big t-shirt for the summer. And I also wanted to stop at Home Depot and check their shrubs and plants for outside because I'm slowly trying to get some stuff done. But I also wanted to show you guys some updates. We've got some dirt brought into our yard so that we can get some garden beds done and some grass put down. So lots of little updates I want to share with you guys. So I think I'm going to film that today so I can share that with you guys in my next video. But right now I'm heading into the junk drawer area, I call it. So in that drawer right at the end, it's a junk drawer that has to be decluttered. I know this is a decluttering video, but there's a lot to declutter in this video, so I'm gonna have to save that for another video because I just don't have time in this one. But I'm decluttering all right here. The boys have their pencil crayons for school. We've got frisbees, we've got shopping bags, crayons, my whiteboard. So I'm just gonna clean all of this up. But in one of my upcoming videos, I think I'm going to do a whole kitchen declutter where I go through all of the drawers and basically show you guys what's in there and clean them out and wipe them out. But for today, I'm just decluttering this corner drop zone in the kitchen. Let me fly into the sky. Let me be. I want to start trying to use this weekly planner a little bit more. I want to use it for our meal plans, so not for what I have to do in the week, because honestly that's not even close to enough room with everything that we have going on with our family and our 4 kids. That's just not big enough for our schedules, but it would be great for our meals. So I will share in one of my coming videos as well meal plans. I used to do that in my old original house. I would share weekly meal plan videos, and then one day I went to the grocery store and I lost my meal planning book. I was so sad because I loved that book, but I could do it on this whiteboard. So if you guys would be interested in seeing weekly meal plans again, let me know in the comments below, because like I said, I used to share those in separate videos all the time. All that I can be. Let me fly in here, let me fly, let me fly. And here I'm just trying to figure out what these random things are that I'm finding on the counter. I didn't know what that was, but after a while of playing with it, I think it was one of those little attachment clip things that attaches your cell phone to your bike, because the kids got some of those for Easter, so I think that's what that clip was for. And what do you do with those kinds of things when you don't know where the rest of the pieces are? It just goes in the junk drawer. So I think everybody needs to have a junk drawer, but it does need to get organized because it's kind of overflowing and starting to get hard to shut. But when you're looking for something that you don't know where it would be, it goes in the junk drawer. It feels so good to have these counters looking so much cleaner than they were. I haven't cleaned my diffuser in a long time. It was looking pretty cruddy, so I just sprayed it down, wiped it. I even went ahead and wiped the cords because it just looks so grubby and grimy. And if you just take a couple of minutes to wipe your cords, it looks almost like brand new. It's nice and clean. So if you've never thought of wiping cords for certain things, even your chargers for your computer or your cell phone, I noticed my computer charger was super dirty and nasty looking. So I took some cleaning spray, wiped it, and it looked almost like brand new. So it was really nice just to get that cleaned. Most people never really think of that, but it just, makes everything feel nice and clean and tidy. So for my diffuser today, I'm just using my Head Ease essential oil. I love this one. It's just got that like refreshing smell. When I have headaches, I love using Tiger Balm or even the Muscle Mist. Dab a little bit on my temples, and just that cooling and even that like peppermint style scent, whatever you would call it, like it kind of smells like menthol, minty. It really helps me with my headaches. So I love putting it in the diffuser because it's just relaxing, and I don't know, it almost like eases your tensions and helps you with your headache. So my cord is nice and clean. I'm wrapping it up and putting that aside for later because obviously I do video editing and stuff like that. So I'm going to keep my charger, my phone, and other things that I use really often just on the counter over here by my my Google Nest, so that way it's like easily accessible. The kids had some of their school papers on the counter, so I was just separating it by kid. And I also put away all of those clean dishes. I didn't film that part because it was kind of boring. I just put all the dishes away, and things are looking super nice and clean in here now. It's feeling really good. Just taking a second to check my messages, and then I put my phone over in that clear little container that I have by basically it's kind of the little electronic station. So everything is just like I'm just touching up the remaining last few little bits of things in here. We still have some of the dishes in the sink. I'm wiping down the kitchen island, getting that all nice and clean. But on this night, I'm pretty sure we had hockey again, so I was going to have to be running out the door. And I feel like for the past 3 videos, I've ended off my video with dishes in the sink. It's been really busy lately. What can I say? I try to get all the dishes done, but it is not very often that our sink is completely empty. Like it's not even possible. We have been eating a lot at home, doing a lot of cooking, taking the kids to hockey and whatnot. So there's always going to be some dishes in there. It's not too bad. I was able to tackle some of it when I got home. The countertop is all clean, but the cooktop did not get cleaned. I didn't have time for that on this day, so I'll have to show that to you guys in one of my next videos. There's the living room. We're making a lot of progress in there too. But anyways, that is it for today's video, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me. Please make sure you guys like this video, subscribe, and hit that little notification bell so you guys don't miss any of my future videos. And I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Bye!